there are different things that may happen in life, and you might choose one stream of subjects at a time and then later choose something else.
So I often used to say to my mother, what if I don't clear this examination this time? I will have to appear for this again and go through the entire journey again.
So welcome, Srishti, to the Ecoholics Toppers Talk. Congratulations to you for your successful beat on the RBI Grade Beat EEPR. I'm sure you'll be feeling great, but I would like to know more about that. So how are you feeling? How is everyone feeling at your home?
First of all, thank you for allowing me this platform to talk about it. So yeah, all my family members are very happy. My father is especially very happy that I've cleared this exam, and I am happy that I don't have to appear for this exam again.
So how was it? How was the preparation like? I mean, it's a great examination to crack, but of course, greatness comes with a lot of tough decisions to make. So how did you land up thinking about RBI Grade B EPR, and what were your struggles like?
So, ma'am, my background is not in economics. I did my graduation in engineering in electronics and communication. So, while I was working after my graduation, so I started studying about economics, and I thought I'll appear for this Delhi School of Economics exam and few other exams like ISI and IGIDR.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I got into DSE, I decided that I'll study more. I'll do my higher studies in economics only, and also I want to be in a field of policy making, policy research, something like that. So it started from there. After completing my post graduation, I started my preparation, but I wasn't very serious about it because I had a new job. I was working as well, so I wasn't very serious about my preparation. It was only in 2022 that I got a little bit more serious about the preparation, and then. So talking about the preparation, so it was mainly like I followed some basic books of economics. For microeconomics, it was Ahuja, and for macroeconomics, it was Freund. For econometrics, it was Damodar Gujarati.
Gujarati, yeah.
Yeah. So all of those books, and I think following those books makes the concepts very, very clear. And once you have the hold of the concepts, I think cracking this examination is quite possible because the level of examination is not very difficult. It's just that you have to get hold of the subjects and the concepts.
Correct. So, Srishti, for economics aspirants, there are many options with them. For example, we have banking sector, different other options. We have economics officer, economic services. We have economic specialists and teaching and research data analyst. All of these different things are there. How did you land up thinking that you can, be a good resource for RBI for the matter of policy making?
So I changed my field from engineering to economics.
Yeah.
So I wanted to work in an area which is very, very specific to economics. So that was my first motivation to appear for government exams related to economics, because the government provides you a good opportunity to work in macroeconomic policy research, something like that. So that was the first motivation. And how I landed up, like how I chose between RBI and IES was, so I started my preparation very seriously in 2023 only, like the start of 2023. And while I was preparing for this examination, because my background is not in economics, so I was finding it difficult to cover the entire syllabus of Indian Economic Services with my job. So I thought I'll rather focus on one examination and clear it. And then because the end motive is working in the field of economics, if that is being fulfilled, and RBI is a very reputed institution, so I think I'm quite happy.
So for all the students who want to pursue their career in policy making and research, what would be your suggestion for them? What type of subjects they should opt for in their grad, post grad, or what are the research things that they should really look forward, so that they can make a mark?
Uh, Ma'am, I think because this is a very like exam based system, so I
Mhm.
think the research and everything that we have done in graduation or post graduation does not really matter in giving the two phases, phase one and phase two. It does matter in the interview phase, like interview step.
Mhm.
But for phase one and phase two, it's all about the preparation and the efforts that you have put in preparing those subjects.
Mhm.
So I think for people who have background in economics only, who have done their graduation and post graduation in economics, it becomes comparatively easy because the subjects are mostly the repetition of the things that that you have already studied in graduation.
Right.
For post graduation, because I was coming from DSE, I did my post graduation in DSE. So there, the entire curriculum was very quantitative. It was not what is being asked in these examinations. So I think, but yeah, I think studying the basic subjects, like very, very basic subjects of economic, microeconomics, macro,
Mhm.
and then it is international trade, econometrics. These are the basic subjects of economics. So once you get a hold on these subjects, it becomes comparatively very easy to clear examinations.
Right, right. When you prepare for such examinations, of course, it's a lot of it's tough for to focus and think straight, and which is why your parents, your mentors, and even your friends may become pillars of strength for you, just because that's you need to focus fully on the papers and on your studies. So what was your background like, and how did your parents help you out, and how did your mentors and elders help you out?
Um, so, ma'am, my parents were very, very supportive during this entire journey.
Mhm.
And also, ma'am, I used to talk to my friends quite a lot because even though they were not related to this entire field of appearing for a government exam and everything, but yeah, they were very supportive. They used to help me in case I'm facing any issues. Like, for example, I remember one issue. So
Mhm.
while I was preparing for phase one, so in phase one, we have this English examination. And I did not give enough time to prepare for English examinations. So I was in a very panic state. So I used to call my friend, what should I do? So I used to write essays, two, three essays per week, and I used to ask my friends to help me check and evaluate those. So
Right.
all those small things, they really count. And also one friend from my post graduation college, DSC, she helped me a lot. Like she helped me with the notes and everything. From where should you study? From where we can
Right.
skip the large textbooks. So all of those things really help. And she's also working in RBI, so yeah, that was an advantage.
Absolutely. That's such a nice thing to listen. I asked you this question, reason being many students and even their surroundings are in chaos, and which is why they might not be able to resonate with the same energy as is required for the for the pursuing of the examination. So, which is why it's very important for not just the students but all the surroundings of them to be very helpful for them, so that they can appear nicely. Well,
And ma'am,
yeah,
yeah, I
sorry.
would also like to add one more thing.
Mhm.
So, I often used to say to my mother, "What if I don't clear this examination this time? I will
Mhm.
have to appear for this again and
Yeah.
go through the entire journey again." So she used to be very supportive. She used to say that currently you are working in a good place.
Mm.
So even if you don't clear this examination, you have learned so much in this entire journey. You can appear for this examination if you feel like the next time. It's not a compulsion. So that kind of support is very important during this entire process.
Absolutely, absolutely. I usually say to my students also that personality is not like 2 minute noodle that it will just you'll click a finger and your personality will be completely changed. I saw in your in the mocks as well, your demeanor was very very patient and very calm. So how do you build that, or were you already always like this from the start, or how did you control your anxiety and your nervousness, especially when you face the interviewers? Of course, there are jitters in the stomach. So how did you do that?
So, ma'am, I am not really sure whether I'm very composed. I'm a composed
You
person.
look very composed, at least. That's okay.
So I think my support system was very strong. So I used to ask my friends to take mock interviews, like ask
Right.
few questions related to. They are not aware with economics as such. So ask few questions related to my biodata, related to my profile. So that helped me a lot. Like it kind of prepared me what kind of questions what kind of questions could be asked from my own biodata. So having that kind of confidence, that really helps in maintaining the calm and the
Right.
presence of mind during the interview.
So it's always like face value is always usually more than the intrinsic value. So whatever is showing in here will be judged as, okay, this is the truthful reaction. So which is why I asked you that, and you seem to be quite composed. You seemed quite composed even in the mock. So which is why I was like, okay, she is confident. She has that kind of composition that she can think with clarity and focus only on the question and not any other chaos that's happening. So that's really great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Finally, I would just like to ask you that for all the students who are economics aspirants and who are thinking about preparing for the examination, what are the top 3 things that you would like to tell them that these are the must do things during your preparation?
I'll take a few seconds to think about this. So, one thing is figuring out the resources from which you will be doing your preparation. Because there are n number of resources. What is important for you, like what is working out for you, is very important. So, for me, like studying books like Ahuja multiple times did not work out well because there a lot of time was taken during revision. So yeah, figuring out the resources which are working for you. So this is one thing. Then I think having a some kind of schedule or a timetable in which you will complete your syllabus, that is very important in the entire journey. And also after giving phase 1 examination, the time for phase 2 is not that much.
Yeah.
But because the pattern of the examination of phase 2 is subjective, you need to practice few questions and everything. So that is important. And I think this last one is having faith that even if you don't clear this examination, you'll be fine.
Yes, correct. I'm really happy and delighted that we could have this conversation, so that students would know later that there are different things that may happen in life, and you might choose one stream of subjects at a time and then later choose something else. But it's ultimately your conviction that would make you successful. So a very hearty congratulations once again, and I'm sure that you're going to make everyone proud in your future endeavors as well. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.